Testing. 1, 2, 3.
All good. We sound good, baby. We sound good.
Yep.
We ready to start it up?
Let's go.
Welcome to the Dads Group Chat Podcast. I'm your host, G. What's going on, baby? We got the Off Xperience Podcast here with me today.
Yes, sir.
We got Johnny, Josh, and Izzy. They're in the building, baby.
Yeah.
Fellas, what's going on, man? How y'all been? How y'all feeling?
So travel, man, coming from the Bronx, man, all the way
Everything
over
good,
there.
man. Everything blessed, you know?
Yeah, man. Traffic was crazy.
Yeah.
It's Friday, bro. You know how Fridays get, man. It's fucking everybody trying to get out of town.
Yeah, for real.
Insane.
And like,
Everybody
you
trying to
know
get
what's so
outside.
funny too? Like, you guys sent me the address over here, and I'm showing them. I'm like, yo, look, like it's like borderline Queens. It's right up the end of Queens, and they like, bro. As we was coming over here, it was like, this shit ain't.
I stopped seeing the projects. I stopped seeing the hoods. Started becoming nice and nice. So I was like,
You talking about, look, it's right here. It's just right over the bridge. I'm crossing the bridge. I'm like, we going into the cross island. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, like, we be across the bridge, bro.
Could
Like,
have took the Throgneck.
I'm like, we deep in Long Island, bro. Like, it's right there.
Nah, bro.
Like,
Is this borderline what? Borderline, I know I'm in Nassau. What the hell is the other one? Suffolk.
okay.
It's almost like, it's like 10 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far is Ron Con come up from here?
I would say like
Deep, right?
30 minutes.
Is it?
Yeah, because
So I was going that deep, then, bro.
Yeah, everything
We just
is
talking about it
dropping.
on the way over here. That's what.
But we're glad we're here, though, man. We appreciate
man.
you.
Yeah,
I
man.
appreciate y'all coming. You know, mi casa, tu casa. I always tell people, come in here, feel comfortable. We got
This
the
is-
drinks.
this
We
is
got
dope.
everything set up right over here. Fellas, I want to talk to you about your podcast because I see it. I see it on Instagram. You guys are definitely hitting on good topics. I want to get into the initial story, though. How did that plan come about? I'll tell you mine, too.
Yeah.
We're both podcasters, of course. How did that plan come about? When did it come about? Who had the idea?
Well, back in the days when we was young, you're not a kid anymore. Some days, listen.
I wish I was a kid again.
It was It was like what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
We were it was me and him conversating.
Yeah, I mean, I'm over here driving on the FDR. I get a missed call from Johnny here.
Yeah.
I called him back. Then I realized, like, I'm chinchando with this dude for like 45 minutes, bro.
But it was something important.
It was very something
It was something that was
important.
relevant, like as far as like men, like not expressing their feelings and all that.
On some man shit.
Yeah, it was on some man shit,
Which
bro.
was dope because at that time, right, while I'm in my car having this conversation with him, my wife is sitting next to me.
All right.
So now, mind you, we talk about men shit here. So my wife is
He's
over here,
getting grilled.
I'm getting grilled
She
on
getting
some
the
like
side eye.
giving me the whole death grill, like I'm just having a conversation with my guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, of course, they always judge you from all that. But you know, we was just talking about the vulnerability of a man. You know, how he can't really express his feelings and stuff like that. Like, you know, we should, because you know, if we keep it bottled in so much, it could just internally kill us. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
once we started doing that, you know, we were just chopping it up, and then we were like, yo, we should start a podcast.
There you go.
Word.
And then he was like, yo, let's do this. Me, personally, I'm a dreamer. So I dreamed about it. And I was like, all right, let's do this. This man was like, I bet. The next day, we got packages in the front of the crib with mics and lights and the logo and this, that, and the third.
The
round table, everything.
Coño, man. I like that energy.
Yeah. We gotta.
Everything.
I like that energy.
Yeah, fuck that. You gotta make it happen, bro. So you know, it started off like that, right? And I mean, we're not too far off from the what we started off, right? We still have our stories and all that, but then it elevated to, you know, it morphed into more things, right? Like people expressing their stories now, coming from the bottom, and not only coming from the bottom, but going through a situation that was negative and turned into a positive, right? And what did you do with that? Right. So we started getting one person, two people, and then we started talking about our experiences, right? That just goes into expressing our just stories, ourselves, right? People could know that you're not the only ones that are going through anything.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was. We had to get uncomfortable, right? To get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely. And during that time of us getting uncomfortable, we had somebody young watch us from the back. Like, all right, pause. You know, like yo, you know, like yo, I like the way y'all doing y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? But let me manage y'all, and that's when Izzy came through.
Yeah.
He was like,
so
yo,
he was
let me
our
try to
manager.
manage
He's
y'all.
the manager?
So he was
the
our manager.
manager. He was the manager at first. That's why
dope.
the first couple episodes you don't see him.
Yeah.
He was basically one in the back doing the. cut that. That was him.
I love it.
But then again, he was like, yo, you know what? Let me tune in. And, you know, he came on and he was like,
so we put him on because it just bridged the gap.
yeah.
Right.
From us to his generation. You know what I mean? Like, and it just makes more sense to attack everybody now at this point.
Yeah,
Right.
because the youth definitely need some game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
And having him surrounded by us, you know, he has a very old soul. I mean, as you can see, he's not saying anything right now because, you know, he's organizing his brain thoughts right now to show y'all how really good he thinks. You know what I mean?
You can let go of the pillow if you want. You can let go of the pillow if you want.
You know what's funny? You gotta be comfortable here, bro. Like, I'm
All right, cool.
Yo, listen, let me tell y'all something, man. Like, this place feels super homey.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna tell you right
That's
now.
what it's
Like,
about.
Let me
baby.
see real quick.
it is super. Yo, come on now. You take. See,
No. I just wanted to tell y'all, right? You see what it says right here? Don't forget to like and subscribe.
There you
please.
go, baby.
Like and subscribe.
There you go.
Because this right here is about to
Izzy
be a
said it
great
on the
episode.
pod, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So it feels homey. So
But you can hug it.
You
Go
can't
ahead.
take it away now. You can't.
So
It's here.
Izzy's the manager. He's the observer.
Yeah, he's the observer.
Yeah, I'm the manager. Yep.
So say
when
your
I had,
story, man.
So when I had came, it was about like in the 7th or 8th episode, and before that, you know, I was just playing the background and I just basically giving them ideas, you know, little pointers here and there. And once I got to actually be able to come up and talk on the podcast, it was kind of like it was hard for me because I like playing the behind the scenes.
Right.
So now that I'm actually talking on the podcast, you know, that's something that I had to, you know, adjust to and really get better at.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
fun fact. This guy was like real quiet. He's like real quiet. Now you hear him talking all that is because
Can't shut up.
we're doing the pod and all that. But he was super quiet. The beginning, if you watch early episodes from ours, he was like,
Yeah, I wasn't saying shit. I was
saying
on
nothing
mute.
at all on mute. But you know, like I said, you gotta get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You
Get
have
comfortable.
to. You have to. And I love the fact that y'all bridging the gap with generations.
Yeah.
That is fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
Because like I told you before, the youth definitely need some guidance. And us growing up, because I could feel like we're in the same age group, right?
Yeah.
You know, we probably saw a lot of shit.
Thank you.
Right? We saw a lot of trauma. We saw a lot of shit in the hood that we wasn't supposed to be seeing
Right, no, for
Right?
sure. Yeah.
at an early age.
Yeah.
So y'all to take him under the wing like that. How old are you, Izzy?
23.
Damn, man.
Yeah,
How old are
yeah.
y'all?
I'm 41.
I'm 36.
Yeah.
42.
And
But let me tell you something right now. Y'all don't
see
know.
what I'm
Y'all
saying?
gonna be surprised right now.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
This is
yeah.
what makes
That's dope. That's
but
dope.
this what makes everything bigger right now, though.
That's my son.
Get out of here,
That's
man.
my son.
Yeah, we all family.
Real fact, that's my cousin.
Yeah, I'm the cuz.
Okay. Yo. But it even makes more sense.
Yeah. No, yeah,
You got
for
your
sure.
son under your
For
wing.
sure, yeah.
And he's the you still the manager?
Yeah, I'm still.
Okay, you still got the title.
So I handle all the
baby.
business shit. All the business shit. I handle.
He actually does though. He actually handles a lot of business stuff.
Come on, man. That's good, man.
Yeah, there's
good.
three of us,
Fucking
but to
dope.
y'all who be thinking that we talking to all three of us, you're actually talking to Izzy.
Yeah,
That's Izzy right there.
most likely you will be talking to him
That's,
for
that's
sure.
the Wizard of Oz, y'all. That's the Wizard of
That's
Oz.
who I connected with. I can tell you that.
There you go. See, there you go.
Connected with Izzy. Izzy was like, yo, what's going on? What day we
There you
doing
go.
this? Boom, boom.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly,
reschedule, blah, blah, blah. By the way, I apologize for the reschedule. You know, shit gets
No,
crazy.
no,
of course,
Stuff
of
Had a
course,
couple of
of course.
personal
Stuff
situations
happens.
going on, but that's
Yeah.
over with. I'm glad y'all here, fellas.
No, anytime.
No, we got we here.
That's
man.
dope that you brought on your son. I love that you guys had a conversation and figured it out, and y'all was like, you know what? We need to do a podcast. We need to just start talking. And I love the fact that you just took it on yourself and you said, fuck it, let's buy some mics. Let's get the gear ready. I'm like that too. I got some gear for y'all after the podcast as well.
Fire.
But you know what I'm
Love to hear
saying?
that.
It's just dope that you guys put the idea and you moved it forward. It's not like, you know, it stood in your head because a lot of people just stay stagnant with ideas.
Right.
I love that you're a dreamer because you put it in perspective. You're like, fuck it, I had a dream. This is what it is. I had this conversation with my guy. Let's get on this. And it'll grow.
Yeah, facts.
It'll grow from there. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times in the beginning of this process, we went through our trials and tribulations of this shit. But as you can see, you know, I started kind of like amping it up a little bit, putting little details here and there. Now this is like my second home.
No, this is
is like-
I'm
this
telling
man
you,
cave
I
right here.
here.
I ain't gonna lie, some of the thing, but I want to play. Like if I had, I'll lay down here, put my quilt on the floor, bro,
Seriously.
and it'll feel super homey.
Shit.
Like this is nice, bro. This is nice.
I'm dying for my wife to say, go sleep in the garage.
Yeah,
Go get that big couch out, baby.
Yeah, because she know you will never come
I
back.
know.
you got the fridge. You got
the fridge.
the mini bar there. Yeah,
That's
we
it, baby.
Gucci.
That's
The
it,
TV, what?
It's
Yeah.
very home-like, bro.
Nah, that is it. I like. God bless you, bro.
Thank you,
God bless you for
thank
this,
you,
man.
thank you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So where do you see, let's talk about a little bit about everything, because I know we both have podcasts. We both trying to grow our audiences and all that stuff. Where do y'all see the future of podcast heading? Because I just had a conversation with my cousin. That's my cousin, AC Shots.
Okay, family. See,
AC Shots in the building, baby. You know what I'm saying? I got the button, but I don't know which one it is.
I'll be like, don't you be like? Sometimes you get confused. Like, it'd be like we have like farts, and we go. I'm like, oh, wrong one. Sorry.
Facts.
We gotta put another one.
Let's hit it just one time.
Let's see.
Oh, no, it didn't do anything.
It
All right, you see what I'm saying? Nah. Listen.
It's okay to go through trials and tribulations, man. Like,
we might not. Where do y'all see the future of podcasting in general?
Wow,
Let's
that's
talk
a good
about it a
question.
little
That's a
bit.
good question.
It is a
And
good
then-
question.
5-10 years from now.
I was actually thinking about this too, right? Because like the podcast game is growing,
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Is growing a lot right now. And what I'm starting to see right now with podcasting is how it's being mentioned a lot in movies and shows. And before it was never like that. Before it was never like that. And like now when I watch the movies about like it'll be about like probably like AI taking over the world.
Yeah.
They add in podcast in it.
Yeah.
So it's like it makes sense, like, you know, it's gonna be the future basically, you know, with AI there, you know, podcasting, and how it just coexists because, you know, we use AI tools for podcasting, and it's looking like the podcast is gonna be here for a long time.
It is, bro.
It's funny. I was watching a series. You're saying that with the movie? I was watching a series, and if I remember, I can't remember the name right now, but they based it off is a mystery podcast. So they solved a real mystery on the podcast. So the whole shit was about podcast. I swear to God. I was like, damn. So when you say now, it's brought back like, oh shit.
Yeah,
that is true. So you start to see it definitely more. For
Bro,
sure.
I see. I was telling AC earlier, I see podcasting like in Netflix. I know we all on YouTube right now, right? But
right.
follow me here, right? Think about it. Think about the Off Xperience Podcast having their own Netflix show.
Stop playing, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop
Like,
playing,
think about
bro.
that.
That's
You
from your mouth to
manifested it
God's
right
ears,
there.
bro.
You manifested
Y'all
it.
heard that
We
here
gotta put it
first.
out there.
Y'all heard it
We gotta-
here first.
We got to manifest it.
Oh, we
Exactly.
do. We definitely
Right?
do.
I mean, if you
Definitely
think about it, we already dropped 8 seasons. We got 82 episodes.
There you go. Oh, shit.
I mean,
8
that's
seasons.
10 episodes a season.
This
Oh,
is-
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, all right, you look at it that way?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the way you gotta
right,
look
right.
at it.
Yeah, that was good, man.
Now
I like
think
that
about
one.
it, though.
I like that
Think
one.
about Netflix creating a specific criteria
Just
for
for podcasts.
podcasts.
I mean,
I can see
stand
that.
up, stand up comedy
I
reach.
can see
They doing that
Yeah,
with comedy.
yeah, true.
Yeah, right.
Now picture that on a bigger scale. Like, yeah, we're it's a lot, right? We record, we fucking edit. You guys edit yourself?
Yeah,
Of course.
You guys edit, I edit. It's a lot of shit, and then you got to put it up on YouTube, all that stuff. But think about Netflix just taking over that shit. Like I really think that's gonna happen.
I can
don't know
see
why.
that.
I can see it.
I can see
see
it
it.
having his own site, like his own little like,
And then-
category right there, podcasts, and
me
it's
too,
just a whole
me
bunch
too.
of
And then,
podcasts.
let's take it further.
that.
Channels start reaching out
Right,
specifically with like ABC with their own podcasting, or NBC.
Do you think?
Or you see what I'm saying? Like it could
That's
go.
dope.
Okay,
That's
so now
fire.
you say that, right? Do you think that the channels, regular channels, I think will always probably be here, but do you
Yeah.
think the channels will actually like have that impact towards podcasts, being that like nobody really watches TV like that?
I think
I think
I'm
it
just
would.
asking because
Yeah.
I think it would.
you think it would?
Yeah, I think it would, and it would bring them a lot more ad dollars because it would be just like YouTube.
But nobody really watches TV.
They
Like that.
control the
People don't really
market
watch
still.
like streamings.
But that's
That's
like
tough.
radio. People say that people don't hear radio, but radio's still around. They figured it out.
That's true. That's true.
Look what iHeartMedia did. They created their own, like kind of like podcasting
Yeah.
criteria.
Right.
That's what
True,
I'm saying.
That's
And
true. Yeah,
podcasting
you're right.
is just growing.
Yeah.
It is.
Think about it.
And we're in the early stages.
This is early.
This is baby stages.
We jumped on it.
Facts.
So true.
We
Facts.
jumped on. Pause. We jumped on
Yeah,
it
yeah.
early.
Yeah.
Hey yo,
Yeah,
Hey, yo, yeah.
Hey, yo.
I didn't even catch it, but that was a good catch right there.
caught
Bro.
it myself.
Now we
man.
definitely in the baby stages.
Nah,
sure.
yeah, we are, and like it's beautiful to see because now like we collaborating now, you know. So it's not like it's like a gatekeeping industry, you know, where people are gatekeeping, and there's none of that, you know. And like we always down to collab with anybody. So
You know, the great thing is that everybody brings different conversations. You just mentioned it, right? Where, you know, people are telling their stories. They love to sit down. Like, I don't know about y'all, but everyone that I've had sit down, they brought someone else.
Yes.
That's kind of like how I've been working. I sat down with Wilfred. He connected me to y'all.
Right,
now
right,
we
yeah,
connect, and
yeah.
then we connect from
Facts.
there. Everybody connects with everybody, and people are starting to love this. Just sitting down and telling their story, their perspective.
You have
what they've been through.
conversations.
It's just conversations,
exactly,
and it's therapeutic to me.
Yeah.
it is.
I don't know about y'all, but this is therapy for me. This is a whole therapy session.
I'll tell you one thing right now, and this is like more personal thing that the pod has helped me per se, right? Like these past 2 years, man, like, we all go through a lot. We all go through shit and all that. And, we in this world that there's a whole bunch of negativity everywhere, right? So as growing up, all you know is all you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you start understanding more things, you want to change a lot of shit. Yeah. Right? You want to change more things for the positive. And I always say, like, we started this 2 years ago, so 39. I got 39 years that I have to readjust.
Oh, shit.
Right?
Talk about that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 39 years I got to readjust. It's not easy. It's not fucking easy at all. But the pod has helped me work on that because I get to speak. I get, like you said, it's therapeutic. I get to speak. I get to hear other people's stories, right? And if it resonates with me, if it don't, but I know it resonates with a lot of people, and that's what gives me more like, okay, cool. I can see the pain, all the things that they've been through, what I've been through. Okay, we here all together with this, right? Let's articulate that, and it's made me change a lot, right? It made me change a lot because, like I said, the guests that we have, they went from having something, going through struggles to building something and then taking off from there.
Yeah.
That's all positivity. I look at. That's inspiring to us too. To be like, damn,
it's a whole trajectory.
Come on.
And even in conversations that I've had with people, I've almost cried here, bro. I always say that.
Oh,
in every
don't let it twist.
I've almost cried here.
And
like there's been conversations that's been tough.
Yeah, facts.
Guests have cried here. We had to pause and hug it out.
Right.
Because shit got too deep and the conversation just led it to be that.
Yeah.
It's not, it became naturally that. So that's why I say it's therapeutic. And it's a beautiful thing, man. Like you mentioned earlier, man, like we don't, as men in general, we don't get to talk.
No.
We don't get to express our feelings too much. We just focus on what we focus on and we go forward.
We different, that's why, but it shouldn't be like that.
We are. But just to have a space where you could chill and you could really open up and have a conversation.
Right.
That's it, man.
That's everything.
The perfect
That's
spot.
everything.
I mean,
It's the perfect situation.
That's one of the reasons why I like the podcasting. Is not because we inspire, aspire, and we entertain people to continue living life. You know what I'm saying? Because our stories can be somebody's stories of a hill they can't get over. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So by listening to what we're saying, they're gonna be like, you know what? I'm going through that right now. So what if I do? What if I put my perspective the same way that Izzy did it, or the way that Josh did it, or the way Johnny did it? They did it great, you know what I'm saying? Let me put it that way, and I'll get over that. Even stories from our guests. We have people who came on the pod, right? They come in and like, I'm so nervous.
Word.
I don't even know what to do. I'm so nervous. Like I gotta do something to keep myself calm. But when they finish, they're like, yo, this was like one of the best feelings I've ever had.
100%.
To sit here and just express the feeling of who I am and what I'm going through and living off my experience. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why we named the pod Off Xperience.
Beautiful
because
name.
It's literally off experience. We all live off experience, which is a funny story of the title. But
I was about to mention that too. Like, I was say, how about you say how we got the name? Because
we got the name because we originally wanted to name it Living Off Experience.
Right.
But unfortunately, 3 of the greatest rappers in the game,
Locks, baby.
they got that name right now, and they also got a podcast. So I said, you know what, yo, cuz, let's just wipe off living and just off experience. And he said, you know what, that's dope. And we've been rocking that way. But that's the reason why we like the name, because the name is like a magnet, and it brings people in. Like, you know what? Let me tell my story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what we like to hear. Like, all right, you could tell your story, but, not for nothing. It has to be where you went down from the bottom and you touched the bottom, you know what I'm saying? And you literally hit the bottom.
Yeah.
Now you up here and you're like, yo, I felt the bottom. I know what it felt like.
Like how you transform that into that, right? Because everybody thinks, let me just come up there and just say what I...
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, but that's not the niche we got going on, right? So it's you just can't come up and be like, okay, let's just...
Fuck my baby dad.
Yeah. Like, we ain't doing none of that shit, right? That's why we're not doing no negative stuff. And not to shit on any other pods, whatever kids that talk about, like, all these things, but that's not what we do, right? If we can have a fun episode one day, cool. It'll be random. It's fine. Because that's not what we do.
Yeah. We could do the whole fuck your baby daddy thing, but let's do let's do it more of a little more calm, cool, collective, and be like, you know what? I don't mess with my baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? And then you do it that way instead of
what you did with the family reunion, that was so dope.
That was fire.
That was fire. Yeah,
that was so dope because I ain't never see that before, bro. From anybody do something like that with your family too. At that, like that's beautiful to see.
Dope,
that was a crazy.
That was beautiful.
It was nice though.
That was I had like a little reunion here. Where most of the guests that I've had throughout the year, and I just like matched them up right with the energies and stuff like that.
Fire.
I did it all white thing. We had the Mama Juana out there. Everybody was lit. So I got everybody lit before they sat down, and I gave mics to everybody. Let's go. AC Shots was there. Boom, boom, boom. We recorded it. And that was the dopest night, man. Everybody's like, yo, there's good vibes, everything. I'm gonna see if I do it on the yearly. I'm gonna definitely bring y'all on.
That's fine. We definitely
all white. It might not be all white, but you know, it might be something else. It might be a whole different theme, but we definitely doing that next year. That'll be dope.
I like that. That's that whole format.
Exactly. So like, how did that idea come to you?
So that idea came a year before. Like, I had certain guests. I had like 3 guests already, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a yearly thing where in the summer I bring everybody together. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to bring everybody together, and the plan will come some other day. As I continue to have guests, I was like, oh shit, this energy matches with this energy. This is dope. This is dope. Like the different point of views. Because I don't know if y'all seen, I had the dads, some of my boys, including AC, and I had the moms. And we've been like going back and forth. They be talking about their motherhood experience. The guys be talking about their fatherhood experience. So we be going back and forth. So I was like, you know what? That's it. I'm gonna make it like a game show. Nice. I'm gonna have my cards.
That's exactly what it felt like.
I'm gonna have my cards with the logo, of course, because everything is logo and placement and all that stuff. With the logo, and just ask questions and then take turns. And it became a dope night, man. It became a fucking fantastic night. But back to the therapy talk, definitely. 100%. People have, like I told you, people have come here, express themselves. They want to come back. That's the beauty, right? They want to come back and just talk some more, because that conversation got them through something. And the beautiful thing is when guests sit down, I'm pretty sure on your platform as well, that's for them. They're going to see it forever. That's for them and their family. So the way I do it is I make sure, I respect the guests. I tell them what they want to edit out, all that stuff, all that shit, just to keep the relationship clean. Because I'm not a messy dude. So I make sure the relationship comes first. You're going to get what you want out of this. You're going to get a few good clips out of this. And then we're going to move forward from there and the relationship develops.
Yeah, people rather choose clickbait over fucking relationship.
Lessons
and that's the sad part about what we live in now. You know? And we need more of this type. Like these type of podcasts, right? Environments, right? Yeah. We need more of this because it's hard to maintain positivity around you.
100%.
It's definitely hard. You know what I'm saying?
What you said? It's hard to be a tough guy and be positive.
You can't. You can't, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
that's real.
It's good to have this type energy and people around that could build you up on that.
Right, 100%, 100%. Now, you mentioned that you're Izzy's dad.
Yeah.
At what age do you have Izzy?
I was 18.
I remember his little bobblehead.
Yeah.
Yo,
Daddy,
18, bro.
I remember that shit.
That's crazy. You wasn't even 18.
I was 18. I was 7. We was born. No, hold on. It was 2001.
You see, that's crazy.
Yeah, I was 18. What are you talking about?
Nah, you was 17.
Yeah, when your mom was pregnant.
Yeah.
And then you came out.
At 18.
He was 18.
I was 18. I turned, okay, you're right. I turned 18 that year.
The reason I'm asking is because, you was a young father.
Yes.
Right? And I just want to know, because I'm a father too. I'm a father to 2 girls.
Yeah.
Fatherhood is shocking.
Yeah.
And I became a dad in my 30s.
I was about to ask you.
And it was shocking
to
me. How was it for you at 18?
Bueno. All right.
Because I know you have a different mind state right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Man, I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, it was on some like some kid, like
kid raising a kid.
No. Yeah, for sure.
That's definitely
what
it was.
How it came about, it was just like, fuck it, let's just like me and his mom was like, yo, fuck it, let's just do it. Like, And I don't know if it was like because we was in love.
Yeah.
At the time, we young. Like, what the fuck we really know about shit,
young
bro?
love is
like,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like some Romeo and Juliet type shit, right? Per se, that you be like, oh my, I can't live without you. This, that, and the third, right? So it's like, all right. So we like, yo, let's just have a baby, and it just came out like that. And then she got pregnant or whatever, and then he came out. But being a dad at that age, I had a lot of people. I had people around my mom, I had people around me and all that. So I wasn't by myself with it, but having to have the responsibility of having a child, that was just different, man. Like, because shit, the fuck I was doing myself.
Yeah.
I'm running around like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a kid myself.
Yeah.
But I felt like he was like and I'll put it to layman's terms, right? So people won't think like he was like a toy, right? Like just I dress him up, like yo, let's go, my little man, like you know what I mean? Like, and whether that was like embracing fatherhood and all that, you call it what you wanted, but it's like, you know, I don't know how serious it was taking it until I started understanding it more and more, you know. So but it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, man. Job to job. Listen, y'all young, man. I'm gonna say y'all one thing. I had a kid when I was young. It was what it was. I just heard it, but wait until you're ready, man. Wait until you're ready. And I say that like because you're never ready when you have a kid. You're never gonna be ready.
That's what I was gonna get to.
Yeah, you're never gonna be ready. So, but at least just be smarter and be more wiser, and you know, just don't do things out of impulse like I did.
Be careful.
Pretty much. Not that it was a bad thing, because obviously God bless that, you know, he's here and all that, right? So, but that my story and my path might not be the same as somebody else's.
It's never,
You know what I mean? They might not have the support, and you may feel like you can do the same, and then
Right. Are you a father?
Yes, I am. I have 3.
3 boys or girls?
I have 1 girl, 2 boys.
Okay, I don't have boys. I missed out on that experience.
What did you do? What did you do when you was young?
So what do you mean?
That you don't have no boys? Because you know they say like
myself.
no, because
okay.
Now you know what I'm going with that.
I heard the question wrong.
I always came with the slimmy jimmies.
I understand.
Because my cousin, he was a creep, right? And he got like 4 girls.
Listen,
God gave him 4 girls,
That's
bro.
because
Like,
he punished your ass.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm asking you now.
everything is in the everything. Wait a second. To my wife, everything is under the water, right? Everything is like
Statute of limitations,
statute of limitations up. But yeah, you're right. I feel that way.
right?
I feel that way because I honestly I want the boy, but I'm afraid it's gonna be another girl.
Yeesh, I know.
So it's like, nah, I can't.
You want more kids?
Part of me does, part of me doesn't. I don't know. At this point, I'm sleeping too well to even think
You
about
and
that.
your wife on the same page, or
Yeah, we're on the same. We don't want
Say no
right
more.
now. No, but if it comes, it
What's
comes.
up?
yeah.
Better not. We
Nah,
not.
me, I'm done, bro.
Yeah,
I went to the chop shop and everything, bro.
Oh shit! All right, cool.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
snip crew, son, all day. Yo, snip crew all day, son.
Yeah, facts.
I'm proud to say it. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Nah, I'm with
I
you
ain't
too.
having no more kids, bro. I'm done. I got 3 babies. I'm good. God bless you guys. Daddy loves you.
At what age did you have your first?
22.
It's a good age. It's a good. Any age.
That's what's cool.
Listen, I had them at my 30s, and it was wild for me because you know it's a whole new experience. Yeah, I had help. I had the grandmas. I had the grandparents. I had the village.
Yeah.
But you as a dad, who
Yeah.
are you? Who are you gonna be as a father to this child?
That's
And then
the
it's a
shit right
girl. It's totally different, bro. You got a baby because it's different. It's like, damn, that's my baby girl. I gotta. And then you start thinking about how you was.
Right.
That's to your question.
Yeah.
And then you're like, damn, she's gonna meet somebody, and I don't want her to meet me.
That's a fact. The old you.
But the old me, but I want her to meet the new me.
The new. Yeah, there you go.
Right? So it's
It's
weird.
tough.
It's a tough situation, man. It's a tough
Mine
situation.
was my girl wasn't the first one, so at least I didn't have to go through that part of it. He was the first, so it was more like some manly shit. Like,
My girl's the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in that lovey-dovey shit too. So.
They get us with that.
Yeah.
They got us in their pockets, man.
I served her dinner first, and I asked myself, why do I do this? Like, why do I treat her like she the queen of the crib?
Because
Like, my wife looks at me like, you never served me first, but I served my daughter first.
You got to
all the
show
time.
that example to her. That's why, like, yo,
Yeah.
if your man's
That
not
is true.
doing this for you, then
that is true. That is
he
true.
ain't it. He ain't it.
And, but that's what the women, the daughters carry though. When they say they looking for somebody like their dad,
Yeah,
it just means in the term of how he treats.
Right.
You know what I mean? How he treats me and all that. Right? So
The tricky part is they still gonna end up who they're gonna end up with, right?
that's true.
So I could instill these values in you. I could like really like dive into like respect,
Right,
discipline, all that stuff. You're gonna carry all this with you from your dad.
yeah,
Now you got to take that and mold your own person.
right.
And I'm gonna be ready for when that person come to the house. You see what I'm saying? That's why the gym is right there. That's a whole different story.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to be ready. But you gotta also be, you know, respectful and all that stuff. You gotta be acceptable because somebody accepted you when you was you, right? And the cycle must continue.
Facts.
That means you haven't got there yet, though. You haven't got there with the whole.
What do you mean?
No,
Your daughter's that's what I was trying to say. You still haven't experienced that yet.
No, I'm not. So my daughters are 10 and one is about to be 11, my oldest, and the other one is
So
8.
you got a few years to start getting ready.
And
Yeah,
I'm in the
maybe.
lovey-dovey stage with them. So I'm like, God damn, but I'm also
I get it,
discipline,
yeah.
respect,
Yeah,
all this and
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But it's tough, bro. The girls. So you're like,
girl.
damn, one day y'all gonna walk out. And y'all gonna
That's
be
the
out
part
there.
right there.
Right.
Nah,
So that's-
I highly doubt that.
You see what I'm saying?
Nowadays, them girls don't want to go nowhere.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
What you mean?
My daughter does not want to go nowhere, bro. And honestly, I don't want to kick her out.
Nah, I'm not.
I don't want to kick her
I'm not
out.
kicking my
You
daughter
just make sure you do what you do in life.
I don't
You know what I'm
think.
saying? But they don't want to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, but this generation. Because the way I look
Yeah, I was
at
about
it,
to say, bro,
because
back
the way
then,
I look
shit.
at it, my daughter, she's like, but
How old is she?
she's 20.
Okay.
So if she look at
Okay.
raw meat and be like, ew, I gotta touch that to cook it? So I said, what the fuck you think is gonna happen? What you think is gonna just jump up and fry itself? Yeah, you gotta season it. Why though? So that's how I know, you know what? I'm gonna just stay here. Cause you cook all the time.
That's some shit, bro. Nah, at some point you gotta go, man.
Izzy, you gotta go.
You gotta go, man.
You gotta learn.
Izzy's managing right now. He's like, yeah, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it.
Well, he lives on his own now. He lives on his own, so he's
See,
good.
that's from example, right?
yeah.
Off experience.
There you go.
He got it all from you. He got the tools he needed, and he's doing what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
He stepped in. He saw the situation. Let me manage.
but he
it.
was
I like
fucking-
that, Izzy.
Yeah, but
I like
that's
that.
him now,
I
bro.
like that.
But he was stubborn before.
Yeah.
That's him now. And going to your point about you saying like you could tell him all you want to tell him, but they gotta take it.
Yeah.
Bro, I would be with this kid 24/7 playing basketball, cabezadura, right? Playing ball, like he was playing basketball, right?
I was assistant coach.
Right? yeah.
Okay.
He was playing basketball, so it was 4 a.m. workouts, every day, and he would still be on some dumb shit, like doing stupid shit. And I told him all the time, yo, this, stop doing this, stop doing that. You hanging out with kids that don't care, bro. Like you just want to be down, but you're young,
Bro.
You're young, and still fucking throwing yourself out there.
Bro,
We
we all
even got
went
some
through that.
shit.
We went through that.
You understand?
Yeah.
But so I understood.
Yeah.
But then what got me more like is that the change. He went through a few things, right? That now is like, okay, something got to change now. And I still have this. If what my dad was telling me and wherever he else got knowledge from, man, let me pivot and start doing,
Yeah,
and then he just fucking.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
I didn't go
crazy.
so well.
Yeah, it's crazy because like I feel like you could tell a kid so much, and then like they may take it or they may not take it, but then in the long run, they gonna be like, "Yo, like nah, my parents is right."
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna have that thought that one time like, nah, my parents was actually right. I should have listened.
Yeah, that's why.
It always comes full
Most
circle.
definitely. That's
Yeah.
why I try to raise my kids to where whenever they get into a situation, I don't want them to think like, damn, I don't want to call my dad. I might get in trouble. I want them to be like, yo, I got to call my dad. I know he knows what to do out this situation.
Well, you are
know
gonna
what
get
I'm
in
saying?
trouble.
You are,
but,
let me help you out. I'll bury the body for you. Don't just dig the hole.
There you
know what I'm saying?
go. We'll bury it together.
That's it. That's it.
It's
We worry
all
about it
good.
later.
It's all good.
Deadass.
But I still gotta let you know.
yeah,
Yeah, see, and it's also generational, right? Where you learn from your dad, you try to instill in him, right? And you trying to unlearn some things from your dad to then instill it in him, and he's capturing all those jewels. But then at the same time, he captures what he captures, right? Because he's a kid. Or when we were young, we try to like my dad always used to be like, "Yo, stop hanging out with these people, stop doing this, stop doing that," and I go ahead and burn myself anyway, touch the stove anyway.
Sometimes we have to do that.
We have to do that to kind of like realize ourselves. I really
Let's not do that. Let's not go there no more.
right? But then you try to take everything you kind of like embodied in your life and bring it to your next generation.
Yes.
Right? And like you said, this generation is a little different, right? God knows, because I got an alpha. The alpha generation, the youngest one that I got, they're like out of here. They're like a whole different like situation.
Super different.
And
Super different.
They're not taking no work. They're not doing anything.
The iPad
Nobody.
kids, right?
iPad
The
kids.
It's out here.
They're
Man,
out here happy, bro. Like
out here.
you remember we always have this conversation.
COVID babies is out here like
Nah,
crazy.
yeah, COVID, you remember back then there was no phones,
Oh man.
right?
What a time.
What a time, right? How would you go get your friends when you was coming outside?
Man, I had to like Go get them in their house.
Right? Like, yeah,
with the basketball.
Come outside with the basketball.
Let's go shoot some hoops.
We'll be like, yo, let's go pick up Chris and them down the block. We about to go shoot 5 on 5.
Beep, beep, beep. Oh, yeah. Can Chris come downstairs? Then your mom will be like, hey, no, nobody go loud. So it's like, all right, man, we out of here. Like,
that's it. Don't worry, I catch you outside in the fire escape and jump out. Boom, boom, boom.
But those were times, man. Like, I sometimes I be like, yo, if I could go back to those times, man, like, and experience it again.
Yeah.
Now it's so weird.
I would love to.
Yeah, like now it's so weird because now I just be seeing like my little sisters, they just FaceTiming each other. Like, oh, let me just call my
Word.
Here, let me just call her, FaceTime her.
That's
and
it.
then it's really so crazy because like as a society, like a lot of things changed after COVID.
Yeah.
Because now you got like more awkward people, you know, because they wasn't outside really during COVID.
100%.
So people came back outside like on some awkward, you know, like very distant.
Like they scared of the
Yeah,
light.
like it was weird. Like
They just came out.
it was
What
weird.
the fuck is going on outside, bro?
Yeah, it was really it was really weird. And then people was taking off school too, so it's like
and
it
then
wasn't really around.
To add to COVID, right? Because that was a weird time.
Yeah.
Everybody was kind of like enclosed in their house. You still have this generation that was growing up on technology. They're not really social. They don't know how to socialize. So that added to it.
That's
Like,
big time.
looking at it from your perspective,
Yeah.
Izzy, looking at our generation, what are some things you see different?
Yeah, a lot.
question.
There's a lot of things. A lot of things. Mostly like with the talking too, with the conversations, and like I have this conversation all the time, right? Like it's crazy because like I had like a short period where I did have to actually go outside, you know, get my friends from the crib,
Right.
but that was only for a short period of time.
Right.
Then after that, you had the earliest I can remember was MySpace, but I was a little too young.
Yeah.
Facebook was actually where people started like really connecting with each other, you know, like, oh, I just met this person on Facebook, you know, let me go meet up with them in person. So that's when things started to really change. And I feel like that right there, it just made it easier to talk to people, but online though, not in person.
Yeah.
So I kind of had that problem growing up where, you know, I'll be smooth talker in
100%.
online, right? But then in
Online,
person, I kind of freeze up, you know, I'm not as talkative in
Trying to
person,
duck
but
'em.
on text though, I could have a whole conversation with you. So
Is he finesse?
that's one thing that's really different because y'all was more outside. You actually had to go to the parties to talk, you know, be
Man,
outside to
listen.
talk, right? Us, it was a little more different.
We had the house parties.
We had the best.
Who
ever.
does house parties now? Anybody do house parties
No,
now?
bro,
Do you remember that? Right?
I don't know, and I don't care. I'm happy.
But it has to
When was
be-
the last time you had I mean, we don't have it now, so we don't know.
But it has,
I don't know if you could hear me, but
I could.
but the thing is, everybody has a fucking camera now.
Yeah, man.
What hooky party you gonna go? Like, yo,
Damn, that's true.
open crib, let me go.
and mommy's gonna
fact,
see
bro.
it. She's
That's
at
a
work.
I don't know you look at the camera. Like, yo,
They got him.
what
That
the
is
fuck
true.
20 kids in my
Yeah.
I mean, I never
That's
did hooky
true.
parties. I
Hooky parties was fire back then, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold you.
I never
I
understood the
didn't
part of going 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
to drink.
well, to leave school and go fucking drink and do all this extra
I
shit.
ain't gonna lie, I
like-
did do that, but I was by myself.
What you did?
I'm by myself though. But I didn't do hooky parties and I never drank. So it'll be like me and my shorty will be like, yo, what period is
Okay.
this? Third period. All right, we out.
We out. We got the
But
attendance.
I go to
in,
my
we out.
crib though. I never went to nobody else's house.
Yeah, go to homeroom. All right.
Yo, we
Got
lived
it.
the best era, bro.
Hell
did.
yeah,
Our
bro.
era was
Millennials are fucking the best fucking
That's it.
Yeah,
thing.
because we
I don't
we-
care what nobody says,
we were
bro.
raised on doing vocational stuff, technical stuff,
shit.
Yeah. Physical.
physical stuff. I mean,
We had the
were-
best. We had the best of all worlds.
yeah,
we
man.
did, bro. Every
100%.
decade.
Even when you look at movies earlier than us, right? Like the 70s and the 80s, that the movies, the way the scenery goes, kind of like, damn, I wish I was born in that era too. It's like,
right.
before all this technology BS being thrown down, like, you know what I'm saying, like put in our faces and shit like that. Because now it's like totally different. People like you said, people connecting online. They don't know how to connect in person.
Right.
It's very weird now. That's why I asked you that question.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, no,
looking
it's
at
weird.
it from your perspective, how do you see us? Because we bugging out looking at y'all.
Facts.
We bugging out like how y'all.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know,
How
you
y'all
just
live
was
like that.
smooth with this
Yeah.
person online, but you can't connect.
Yeah,
in
you look
person. It's
mad
weird.
like a awkward butterfly,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like, what's wrong
for
with you?
Yeah, word. Nah, I mean, that's what I was telling them too on the chat. Like, I can't be a social butterfly all the time. I'll be a little shy butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be in my little corner like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But these motherfuckers, you know, you got to, bro. You got to, bro. So I gotta be like, all right.
Yeah.
Yo, it's Jay Confident, y'all. Yo, you already know it's the one and only. So that's how you gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's always your the people that hold you up that, you know, make you who you are anyway. From the
dope.
Yeah.
no matter what generation you were born in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So real quick, right? So if you could because you said you look at those those times before.
Yeah.
You're like, I want to see. So which era would you pick, or which like decade?
Nah,
would you
man,
pick?
I'm staying put.
You staying
I'm
put?
in
You
the
staying put?
80s. I'm in the
Yeah.
80s.
All right, say less.
Oh,
80s, raised in the 90s.
Yeah, me too.
That's it. All right, say no more.
I agree.
With the chirps
Or
and
you-
all that
or-
shit,
or-
with the
Yeah.
next
Or
times and all.
or if you could
Come
visit,
on,
or if you
man.
could visit,
Or
if you could visit.
I want to visit the 70s.
70s.
Me too.
100%.
70? Why?
I would never go.
It
I would
seems
never
like it
go.
was wild out here.
Yeah. I want to see downtown. I want to see South Bronx looking burnt up. I mean, I'm
Fucking
sorry.
buildings
I see
collapse.
South Bronx.
I want to
fucked
see
up, bro.
all that. I want to see all that. I want to see Manhattan 42nd Street with all the putas and all the socias and all that.
Yo, facts. We
I want to
missed
see
that
all
era.
that. What? Man, I remember I remember I used to go to 42nd Street, bro, with the quarters, bro, and I used to be hyped.
And the
I was
peep
on-
show? You was on the
Bro,
peep show?
13 years old, bro. My homeboys used to distract the dude in the front. We would sneak behind him. Boom, we get in the back. Just try all of us, all like 10 of us in one booth, son.
Damn.
That was a fucking horny motherfucker, bro.
What we, bro? Come on, man. And when the lady with the thing would drop, we were like, all right. And then we just argue with the dude. And we
That's trying to get to the end.
I never went to 42nd Street.
Damn.
But if I could visit a generation, if I could visit a time frame, it'd be the 70s.
70s,
Because it
yeah.
seems like,
A lot of drugs in the 70s, man.
I know, bro. But not that I want to.
That's why everybody looking at him like, yo,
We are a drug-free podcast. We are a drug-free podcast.
He said, wait. Hold on.
wait. We are a drug-free podcast.
my man say he want to pick up all the knowledge from the old heads. Yo.
Nah, it just seemed like it was fun. That's all.
It was. It
it's
looked like
it
it.
was
It definitely looked like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Let's take a left turn.
Yeah.
Let's talk about support systems.
Yeah.
You know, starting your business. This is a business, right?
Facts.
We treat it like a business. Your support system. Where do you see it? Is it as strong as you thought it would be? Is it not as strong as you thought it would be?
From outside, looking at like from outside people,
From people in general. Outside, because you know, strangers are gonna give you more
That's
attention
a
than the
fact.
people you know.
I mean, you answered it right there.
There you go.
You
It's
answered
I would
always
say
like
that.
that.
That's what I was telling them too, because you know I'll do my segments on Instagram. I'll pick up thoughts, and one of them was be careful how you entertain people because the audience will support you more than the people who have backstage passes.
Damn.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So that right there, as long as you know that who you are when you give those backstage passes, be careful. They snakes, and when they tell you break a leg, take that in consideration.
They want you to really break
They
it.
want you to really break it.
Yeah, they don't want you to just join the cast. They just want you to fucking break.
You know, the more I dive into that, even me thinking about that question, right? Sometimes people don't let you grow in their own mind,
Yes.
right?
They cap you.
They cap you, right? So they feel like you're still 14, 15 years old. You're still that person. No,
Yeah.
motherfucker, I grew. I'm different.
Exactly why, yeah.
I was supposed to grow, just like you were supposed to grow. Right? What am I saying?
Nah, you saying-
no, it's not-
you
it's not
speaking
what you're saying.
truth.
It's not what
You
you're saying.
speaking truth.
It's
You
because-
speaking truth.
Like,
People leave you stuck in. It's because you're stuck.
That's
Yeah.
facts.
I'm not stuck. I'm moving forward.
Yeah.
people
Shit,
don't
some
allow
people have
you.
issues with you having families and moving forward in your life. Fuck a podcast.
People don't
Fuck
allow
business.
you to grow.
People just leave you in one era
Yeah.
and you're stuck there. And that's it. And all they want to do is talk about that era.
Yo,
I can't do that with people.
Yo,
I can't
for
stay
real.
stuck with you talking about the same shit every time I see you.
Yo,
Yo,
Hold on. Let me stop.
Nah, because
Nah, keep going, bro. Keep going.
Because what that does is confirms. It confirms what we already speak about, like what we think about, right? So we're not the only. You're not the only one. We're not the only one. Other people are thinking the same shit. Like it's just they want to keep you bottled up there. And like I said, that's what I said before. Like I'm working with 39 years to take all that stigma away, but I'm fighting with the world. I'm fighting with me.
Internal demons.
You understand, right?
Yeah.
So when I'm fighting with me and the world is still telling me, you still this person. You know what I mean? It's a fight in itself.
Yo,
Right? So those people around, you should not be around.
it's crazy you said that because when you are all alone and you look in the mirror, all you see is you.
Yeah.
And you're trying to grow. You said it. You're trying to face the 39 years you have in life, fix some things, go back to a time frame and kind of like adjust and switch your mindset and move forward. You're dealing with yourself a lot.
Yeah.
To then come back to a person in front of you talking about back in the day. I don't want to talk about that.
Or mind you, even if we human, there's nothing fucking perfect in this world. But yet I'm dealing with this and I'll slip up, right? Because I'm still fucking, I didn't filter everything out of my life, right? You slip up, you see? That's the person he is.
Yeah,
that's who he is. Like, I knew that was him.
Yeah, that one little slip.
Yeah.
That's who you are.
Yeah. That's who you are.
Wow.
No, but it's true because those type of people, I mean, you would think that they will be your foundation, your stability. When you realize like you were your own stability, your own foundation the whole time. They were just there to try to knock every brick little by little, you know what I'm saying? And that's what sucks, you know what I mean? And people like that, bro, like I don't like being that type of energy. That's why I'd rather just be who I am. And if you can't accept it, then just stay right there and enjoy the show.
That's it. I'm right there.
Enjoy it, because if you don't want to see me, if you don't want to grow with me, then I'm sorry. You're not gonna be the shade from my son.
No.
Watch me grow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And that's why some people, you just gotta figure out who really, really wants you to win.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what's crazy? Like, even going to what you're saying, going to what like the support.
Yeah.
You know how many people, like, we'll have this conversation, right? And we'll feel like there's a group of people, not a group, but just let's say a group, because the first people you go to is the people around you. You feel like they're gonna be the first person to support you.
Yeah.
Right? And then when it's not that, you end up having some type of feeling towards that. Yep. And I'm not gonna lie, let's be transparent. Like you said, we got a business that we're starting, right? We want our business to grow, but it grows only if people support it. You understand?
100%.
So when you don't have that around, and the people you see, immediate people, you're like, yo, you see this shit, bro? Like, so we having our own conversation, like, yo,
nah, that's how
look
you
at this
felt
shit,
the
bro.
whole
Like,
time.
I felt that.
Yeah.
I felt that. It is, right? So it's like, you know what? But it takes time to really like cope with it, right? It's not easy at the beginning when you started something. That's why people quit when they do things. Because they get so discouraged when people be like, this is not going nowhere because nobody's around you building you up.
Then
you know
they want to ask that silly ass question: what's the point of you doing this? What?
Right.
Fuck up. Excuse my language, but I don't know. I just hate. I hate being told that question. Like, what's the point of you doing this, bro? Do you see what type of person I am right now? The person I built right now, like
person you're becoming.
Right?
Just by having
just
conversations.
Exactly, having networking and bro, networking has been crazy for us.
And changing yourself too.
It's
man.
crazy, and like I always said it, man. Like me doing this podcast, man, has changed my constructive criticism, bro. Because I used to be heavy on that.
Yeah.
Especially from him.
Yeah.
He used to come at me like, yo, bro, what the fuck? And I used to be like, damn, bro, like, shit, like, I'll be a puppy on the little corner, like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah.
But now I grew like, you know what, fuck this, bro, and I'll fight back, you know what I'm saying? And I built that just by listening to my own voice.
Listen, if the way I feel, if this goes to shit and I don't make it nowhere,
Right.
I got some good therapy out of it. I grew.
You still won.
As a human.
Exactly.
My mentality changed. I had good conversations
I like
that opened up my mind.
Yeah.
So everything has a purpose.
Yeah,
and if that's the purpose, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'll take it. And you know
for
what?
sure.
To just play devil's advocate, as I'm hearing y'all, because we share the same sentiment towards people who support or don't support, right? Right. So
I mean, it's normal.
But
I think it's normal.
That's what I was gonna get to.
Yeah.
Looking at it from the other side, you gotta also allow people to deal with their own demons as well.
Yes.
Like people gotta face themselves as well. They're comfortable talking about the past because that's where they felt most comfortable.
Yeah.
That was the highlight.
That was the highlight.
That was the highlight.
But you know what's
High
crazy?
school,
or
back in the day, that was the highlight.
Yo,
That was the
back
peak.
in high school, like
I just seen a meme like that shit too. It was like people still trying to live off the fame they had in high school.
Yeah.
And it's like
you gotta grow.
Yeah.
Everybody has to grow.
Let it go.
And not only that, and looking in deeper into another person's perspective, you also got some demons to deal with. So now I'm not even mad.
Right.
I'm gonna just let you deal with yourself, and you're gonna figure it out because I had to kill myself to figure it out myself.
Yes.
Everybody got to go through that individually. I can't do that for you.
Yes.
So I step away from people.
Yeah.
And it's out of love.
Yeah.
You start stepping away from people out of love. Just say, hey, I know you're going through a lot,
Handle your business.
but you're gonna have to handle that.
But you know what's crazy?
I had
though?
to handle my love.
Yeah, and when nobody was doing nothing.
The wild thing about that though, Santon, is that
What's up, man?
Some people,
Speak our mind.
Let's
Let's
go. Some people, they create a facade, right? They put on a mask and they put makeup on so they don't look at themselves in the mirror the way that we supposed to look at them. So they say, you know what? I don't see myself the way you do because I'm pretty. I'm pretty damn looking. I'm pretty always right. I'm pretty always this. So whatever you see is not true. It's not true at all. So if I can't, if it's me that I gotta fix myself, you gotta fix yourself. I don't care about you dealing with whatever you dealt with the last 39 years or whatever you dealt with. All I know is that what I'm going through right now is a pretty thing that I don't have to worry about. But you, my guy, you got to fix yourself because it's affecting me that you're doing good. Or bad.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. That's
or
crazy.
bad, doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's the shit that kills people all around. You know what I mean? Like, look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I looked at you, and I'm looking at you like, chill. Like, you wilding right now, bro.
I know you know you.
Is that people project
people
people
don't look at
project their own
themselves,
self towards you?
What was you saying, Izzy?
I was saying like people don't look at themselves at all in the mirror. Like they just walk right past the mirror. They didn't even want to look.
Or do one of them poses like,
Yeah.
Right? Like,
That's a deeper conversation. I go to therapy, right?
Yeah.
And even in therapy, I realize sometimes I'm running away from myself, right? Like I'm not trying to face this version of myself right now.
Exactly.
So I'm going to face that later when I have some time, or I'm going to just put it off. And then people live off that. And I get it. But, you know, not everybody doesn't need therapy or everybody doesn't need to go to therapy. But shit, it helped me look at that differently and look at that version of myself differently and see how I could help myself to move differently. But if that's the work that I got to put in myself, which was a lot, you got to do the same thing, homie.
yeah, facts.
Or different. You got to go through a different route, but you got to get to that point.
Yeah.
You got to get to that point where you take off the facade and the mask and the fucking makeup and all that shit in front of the mirror when you're alone. No, look at your real self.
Yeah.
And deal with that.
Yeah.
And then we can have some conversations. Like the older I get, the less friends I have. And it's cool.
Oh, yeah.
that's dope.
You see what I'm saying?
Big
And it's cool. And the ones that are there for me, my friends, they live far away from me. And it's cool. We talk when we talk. And it's like the conversation never kind of like dropped off. We pick up where we left off. When we see each other, hey, what's up, my
It's
guy?
all the same.
It's all love. And then we leave. We got lives. I got a fucking family.
Right.
You got a family. Everybody living their lives.
I think people
and
don't
growing.
understand that though.
People
don't
that are
understand
stuck don't understand that. And we can't even blame them. What I'm getting to is we can't even blame them for being stuck because they just stopped.
Yeah.
Everybody's not growing. People
That's what-
stop growing. They
that's
feel
what's up.
comfortable with, they stop where they feel comfortable.
Hell yeah.
That's
Hell
it.
yeah. That's
And
why
that's
it's funny.
how-
Some people will be like, yo, what's your sign? What's your sign? My sign's the stop sign.
Hey, hey, man, I'm
My
gonna take
sign is
that.
the stop sign.
Stop right there.
I stop right
the
here.
That's a good.
Fuck the areas. Fuck all that talk. I'm a stop sign.
Man.
I stop everything. My life,
funny.
everything.
But-
I might even stop your life.
But this is why God, when
Yeah.
when you do what you need to do and you focus on what you're doing to better yourself,
Yeah.
God's gonna remove the people that He needs to remove from you, and He's gonna insert the people that He's gonna insert around
Facts,
you.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So when you have no friends, when you have minimal friends, right? It's because all these 20 people, 30 people that we had, guess what? Ain't no good for us.
There was a distraction.
There was a distraction there.
So God said, yo, let me move them out
He
the way.
departed the sea from that.
It's going to feel lonely for a while, but you got to
Facts.
focus on yourself because I got a bigger purpose for you.
Cause nobody else, like you said with the support, nobody else is gonna work as hard as you're gonna work for your stuff.
Yeah.
You understand? Like
Yeah.
people could, I'm with you, and they not with you no more. We had they were with us and they ain't with us no more. So it's like, okay, we see it. But when there's no bread involved, when there's nothing like that,
It's all love.
it's
That's all.
you know what I'm saying?
Quote love.
But listen, we're trying to build something, and if you want to go with our journey, come along with our journey, just be there, just support. That's all we ask.
No, and
Right?
let's say we do get out of the circumstances that we're in and we do make it.
And we
which
no.
will make it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you there, man.
We'll get there, we'll
yeah,
get
yeah,
there.
yeah. We definitely gonna make it.
will
But go ahead.
make it, right? Because we putting in a lot of work. And
Facts.
guess what? The work is gonna pay off at some point.
Yes.
But when it does pay off and you want to come around at that point, I'm gonna still receive you, but you're gonna be over there.
Yeah, I ain't got no time
Can
to
I say a story real quick?
Yeah, real quick before you say
yeah,
it,
yeah,
when
this
that
is good.
happens, I really don't have the energy or the time to tell you I told you so.
Nah, no.
There's no need. There's no need to have the conversation. Your face is gonna tell me that.
Listen.
I don't know if that's a pause moment. But.
No.
Let's not take it there. We get too sensitive. People get too sensitive.
We're good.
So when we first started, we had hits. I'm gonna say minimal, but you understand what I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
We had hit some dude up, somebody up, like yo, come to the pod, whatever case. Energy was bad.
Okay.
Like, oh, I'm busy, or yo, didn't I tell you I was busy, or some shit like that. In the source, I felt disrespected, bro. Like, I'm like,
right.
I know you. Like, I'm supposed to be cool, but you know what? I was like, yo, you know what? Say less. Fuck this shit. I'm not fucking. Fast forward. This is last year.
Yeah.
Fast forward. Yo, let me get on the pod.
I think it's time.
I think it's time. Facts.
I think it's time.
So I'm like, I brought it to them. I'm like, yo, you remember this shit? They're like, yo, that. So we conversated. But when you said like, nah, we'll receive it. We'll receive it because we also understand that people are not going to see your vision at the beginning.
At all.
You understand? Yeah. But when they see you consistent and really putting in work and you got motion, then they go, whoa, you popping up on the feeds. You hear they see you everywhere now. They're like,
everywhere.
Oh, you got all these wait, what? What they do? Yo. Let me get on your shit, bro. Let me, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah. So I was saying, right? So like, as we going into the new year, like the new year, 2025, I feel like now people is really starting to see like, yo, these dudes actually been consistent. Like they actually been doing this for a while now because when we first started, right? We had this saying, and it was like, yo, once we make it past 20 episodes, then we make it to that 1%.
Yeah.
So we just kept going, and we getting close to 20 episodes. We like, yo, we getting close to that 1%. Because like statistically, a lot of podcasters don't even last, 20 episodes.
It's true.
So once you over 20 episodes, that's it. We was a part of the 1%. So now that we going into our second year, everybody's like, nah, like these dudes actually they put in the work now, And like I said, we just making the non-believers believers.
Consistency breaks barriers, right? Mm-hmm. Like you said, like that person, whoever it was, because that happens to me too.
Right, yeah.
Where I want some people here, and then they later on they say, "Oh, you know what? I want to get on." Yeah, it happens, right? Mm-hmm. I still bring them on.
But that's a testimony, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You're gonna say what you're gonna say at the moment you're gonna say it, and it's cool. But I already know who you are.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. That's it. But that's who you are. That's your problem. That's not even my problem. I have a business to run, and you want to come on and talk. We can talk.
Some of your true colors.
Definitely is. It's a business. What are you gonna do? Like, it's not like it was on some wild shit, but
it hurt.
It hurt.
In the beginning, it hurts. And we went through some shit. In the beginning, it hurts.
Yeah.
When people that you love or care for or even want to have a conversation with, you know what I'm saying? But water under the bridge, bro. You still got a business to run. You got to push forward.
Yeah, it's what it is.
Push forward. Yeah. When they see it, they see it. Like he said, nobody's going to see your vision.
Right.
But you in the beginning.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So that's it.
I had a conversation with my cousin yesterday. He was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all just too consistent, bro.
That's too
consistent? I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
He goes, yo, I get lost. Y'all got so much shit out. Like, I just get lost. He goes, I'll binge for a while, but I don't be on top of it. Like, he goes, I'll binge after a while because y'all got too much shit. I'm like, but when I listen to that, that's the point. I'm like,
the point.
Cool. I like that.
I'm trying to be more consistent.
Right.
I'm not as consistent, but I'm trying to be like on a weekly thing, and I can't do it because of my schedule, working Sunday, all that bullshit, right? But at some point I will, or maybe this is my pace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
But I still put out shit. I'm still consistent.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, like yeah, man. That's like you still, bro. I see your content a lot.
I'm still consistent. So regardless of when I put it out, I'm still putting it out.
Exactly.
Worst is if I stop. Mm-hmm. Then you want.
And you know what the thing is? Yeah, exactly. Ooh, and like you know what the thing is too? It's like quantity over quality, right? Right? Quality, right? So it's like, even if you have, if you feel like you're not as consistent, your content though is
good.
Yeah, it's good. It's great. You feel me? So that beats like a lot of people that are consistent. It's like you consistent, but your content is not all that,
Yeah.
So you still making an impact. Crazy.
I want to know. I want to see if y'all feel. I want to say again.
It's like the drug game, bro. You come outside, you sell a couple of packs.
Let's go, baby.
He got the 70s.
They gonna be like, yo, but where he went? You come back out again.
Y'all feel like I feel where Y'all wanted to do podcasting, but then y'all became video editors. Y'all became
Oh
fucking
my God,
producers.
bro.
Y'all became
Everything.
Bro.
I mean, we wear
everything.
all hats, bro.
Everything.
Everything.
But you know what? Thank
marketing
God,
specialists.
Thank God that see you right there. It's only y'all two. Well, y'all both handle it, right? At least you have. It's not by yourself, like, cause it's hard doing shit by yourself. We got 3,
And it's still
right?
hard.
And it's still hard.
Yeah.
Like, pause. So it's like, you got that one. That one's too sensitive. I had,
that one was-
I had to say that one right there, bro. That was
I was
crazy.
gonna say something about
That was crazy, bro.
We
But
let you rock, but you said it.
yeah, that was crazy, bro. But it's difficult for us 3. So, yeah, we wear all hats, bro. Like,
It's
All
tough,
had-
but you
We
learn
would
in
have
the
never
business
thought. We would never thought. I mean,
at the same time, right?
we would have never thought.
you get more things added onto you
Yeah.
as time go by.
Not
and
just
all
a
that, like,
podcast host. You're a podcast host, director, editor, videographer, marketer, traveler.
traveler.
Listen,
Like, we
gotta
we
be a
travel
business.
too, so it's like
It's a beautiful thing because
gorgeous.
when you reach the next level, you have everything you need with you.
Not only that, when you
Yes,
go into
right,
rooms, right, that you wanted to go into, nobody can shade you anything. Why? Because you know everything that you know.
You know the whole business.
yeah.
Yeah. Listen, a lot of game was spit in this podcast. I wanted to ask. 2025 is around the corner. You know, we got new vision boards. We got new dreams, new kind of like ideas and plans. How does 2025 look for y'all as a healthy podcast coming into 2025?
2025. So right now, what we doing right in the month of December, we basically rolling out all our old episodes.
Yeah.
So this time right now is giving us more time to really like think about what we gonna do for 2025. And we gonna keep doing the same thing we've been doing, like, just being consistent, but definitely more content coming in 2025, better guests, and just better topics.
Don't say better guests. Like,
More guests.
I mean,
more
not-
guests. More guests.
More
Like,
guests.
shout out to all the guests that we have, man. Like,
Y'all wonderful.
yeah, everybody played a part for sure. Like, everybody played a great part on there, right? But yeah, more guests. Like,
more traveling, and just getting people's experiences.
we definitely want to do that
out there.
more and more traveling. Cause we want to go to other people's
Me too, man.
Like
Yeah.
travel, take our, but no, but like more travel, like go interview people out of our
Yeah, we'll go to their experience.
out of studio.
Like
Like if you had this here,
yeah.
without
We
this,
would've brought it
we'll
here.
bring our equipment to come here to you.
Yeah. We've
Well,
been
you
talking
did?
about that too.
Yeah.
We've been
That's a
talking
great
about that
idea.
too.
That's a great
because
idea.
for one, it gives you more
I'll
versatility.
bring you the production.
Yes.
Exactly.
You don't have to do nothing.
Yeah.
All we need is
Nothing.
you.
All we need is you to sit
That's
down.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
And like
That's
it changes up the scenery too.
And it
You know,
changes-
people
That's
get-
what we did that with the Bronx Grind Cafe. in
We
the
did it with a
Bronx.
few of them.
We did it with Bronx Native in the Bronx.
Nice.
We did it a few times. We did it with the dispensary out in Mount Vernon.
And we're gonna
That was
continue to
pretty
do more
Yeah.
this year coming up. But yeah, we want to do more of that. Like,
It's about diversifying the portfolio,
Exactly.
baby.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Exactly.
Because
Trying
we will
to capture
be.
different audiences.
Yeah.
And
you know,
move around and shake shit up.
updated the homie studio because I'm coming over. I'm getting inspired here, bro. Like trying to update our studio now. Like
Yeah, I know we need a TV, definitely.
we need a definite TV.
Yeah.
Like
Now, a younger version of you, all three of you, is
Yeah.
looking at this and wants to do a podcast. With everything you learned,
Yeah.
what are some tools you're going to give them?
all right, I go first. So listen, right? So what are the tools they need? You said?
What are some tools y'all going to give them?
Give them. Honestly, don't think about anything. I mean, don't think.
Don't overstress.
Just don't overstress. Just do it. Start off. Look, we started off with one camera, one table. We ended up going to 2, and we just had literally this conversation like 2 days ago. One camera, then we went to 2, 3, 4. And we got a 4. Every time we moved on to something else, we learned something new, right? We didn't know shit about nothing.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah.
But the fact that we just started, I would say start. Don't worry about what you see. If you go somewhere and go, damn, this is a lot, bro. Like, this is like, you don't have to start at this level. You can start at the lower level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something simple. Start with your phone. Do something simple. But continue. Educate yourself more on the craft that you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's going to help you build more knowledge and more things. So you could build to get to this, a studio like this with equipment and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And don't be scared, man. People are not going to support you at the beginning. I'm sorry. Just being real about it. People around you are not going to support you. You're going to see that. You're going to get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? It's going to hurt. you might want to quit.
Yeah.
Don't fucking quit, man.
That part.
Keep going. Just keep going, keep going. Because nobody's gonna sit there and do your work but you.
Yeah.
Right? And like we just told y'all right now, you see now people are coming around like, yo, let's be on the partnership. That wasn't us at the beginning. It wasn't us. But look at now, 2 years down the line. And it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take time. But just keep going.
You gotta develop your craft. Everything takes time.
Yeah, and the younger me like this thing is it helped me a lot.
Yeah.
It helped me a lot. And I like to talk. Like I think, but it helped me a lot to fix me.
Yeah.
Right? That like and like you said, if we don't win, which we are, but we just put it just so you can understand it more, we won already.
That's it.
Right? We won because it makes us better. And then if we make us better, we'll make everybody else around us better.
Facts.
You know what I
That's
mean?
100%.
So,
Yeah. I mean, I tell my younger self, don't lose confidence. And just keep going, bro. Even if the vision is foggy, take the first step and start swinging, bro. Whoever gets hit, gets hit.
damn, bro, you mad fucking brutal, bro.
Hey, whoever gets hit, gets hit. As long as my end goal is my end goal. I'm trying to reach to the end goal, regardless of what it is. Because I see the Off Xperience light. I see it. It's there.
You see it at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, that's it.
Bright.
Bright,
Yeah.
super bright.
Super
Yeah.
bright.
Even if I have distractions in there, I always tell my younger self, just keep going straight, bro. Keep going straight. Tunnel
And
vision
fuck
all day.
distractions, man. Distractions get you nowhere. You understand? People talk about their highlights back there. Leave them back there where they at, man.
100%.
You keep moving forward, bro.
Like that,
Sorry,
wait.
bro. I had to say that because distraction, people get distracted
bro.
very fast, man.
Yeah.
I know Izzy's the youngest one, but he does seem like the mastermind. He quiet, taking
He
game.
quiet, yeah, you see it, right?
Talk to me, Izzy. Younger version of yourself.
Well, he had two versions of himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he
Yeah.
could. It's not that he can't like this.
Nah, yeah, like to be honest, like going into like a industry where it's a lot of work, I would just say like don't quit. Just keep going because you never really know what you're gonna learn, and a lot of like you could accomplish a lot of things in the journey. So like it's just like what these two said, like that's basically everything I got to say too. Like just emotionally and mentally, got to be prepared too.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
big. Deal,
Got to
for
be
sure.
prepared for that, and like just being consistent. You know, that's really
Consistent
all.
is
and,
key.
and not quitting. Like quitting shouldn't even be a option, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be. Once you start, your foot is already in. Just keep taking those steps.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll add something to that.
No, so we want to ask you, like,
Whenever you, like what I've learned throughout this, and AC Shots always tells me, he always told me in the beginning, you got to get on camera, let's go, press record. And I was always kind of shy to do it.
So
Now I'm
you
super
pushed him?
pumped.
You pushed him to
He
do
was
it?
pushing me all.
Come on,
He's still
you're the
pushing
man,
me.
bro. You're the man,
Yeah.
bro. You pushed him to be in front, right?
He's AC Shots. He has like 18 cameras, but he has to be behind the camera.
Which some people are good.
That's-
Just
that's-
it works. It
that's
works.
his- that's his lane
if you
to shine.
If you know what he could do, you push it to his strength,
That's it.
right? So
That's it. But what I will tell people out there, and the younger version of myself, is if you got to go into a room alone and do what you're intended to do, do that. Don't share. Don't overshare with people. Just get in the room by yourself and do what you got to do. Pause. Hey, yo, that sounded crazy.
Do what you gotta
that's
do.
wild. Well, we got
I like
Nah,
that.
but
though.
what I'm saying is you got to be prepared to start shedding friendships, shedding family.
Yeah.
Because when you deep dive into your passion, that's a lonely road, man.
yo.
And you got to understand
Talk about
that.
it.
You got to understand that. And you got to have the end game. The end game isn't always money, isn't always fame. Shit. We already won. Like it was stated before in this podcast just now. We already won.
Facts.
I got the therapy I needed, and I'm going to continue to get the therapy I need from this. Because
Yeah.
this was for a whole different purpose, but I'm starting to see, damn, this is starting to help me a lot.
Is adding is morphing to something bigger than what it is.
And, like you said in the beginning of the podcast, us men don't get an opportunity to have a real clear conversation with each other. And it's beautiful how your journey started just by y'all cousins having a conversation. Say, you know what? Let's jump on this.
Yeah.
And I say I love the fact that Izzy kind of like took the baton and said, you know what? I know I'm young, but I see the vision too. Let's jump on it. Let's go. Fellas, it was great having you guys.
No, yeah,
Thank you for
anytime,
And I
having me, bro.
appreciate y'all so much, man, for coming through to the podcast. Any last words? Can you look at the camera, let people know where to find y'all?
Yeah.
Must hit them with the intro.
Oh, you want the intro?
Hit them with the intro,
listen,
baby.
intro. Yeah. Peace, bless, love. Give thanks to that man above.
Mr. Uncommon. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
Mr.
saying?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not in my.
He's not in the zone,
That's
but he's
what
in the
he's
zone.
looking at me like,
I'm
I
in the zone,
fucked
like,
up,
listen,
like,
I'm
shit.
somewhere else, so I'm not in my thing. But yeah, you already know Mr. Uncommon. You can catch us on Instagram, Mr. Uncommon, YouTube, Off Xperience Pod. Yeah, catch them on all platforms. YouTube, Spotify, all streaming platforms.
everywhere, baby.
Everywhere. You already know. Like this is what we do.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is what we
Also,
do.
you can catch me too, Izzy Finesse. You know, everywhere on all social medias, Instagram. Yeah, that's crazy because that's really all I got. It's just my personal Instagram, Izzy Finesse. Other than that, though, you can find me on the Off Xperience
Straight raw.
Podcast, Off Xperience Pod on Instagram, and Off Xperience Podcast on YouTube.
And of course, the one and only Jay Confident, y'all. You can catch me on Instagram, Jay Confident. I'm on TikTok, Josh Cologne. I'm on YouTube. I don't think I have a YouTube account.
Yeah.
I don't have a YouTube account.
Negativo.
But I do have a Twitter account. I have a Threads account. I got all those accounts, whatever you want.
Find them
also
on
check me
LinkedIn.
out
Find them on LinkedIn.
I also got
Yeah, that
a
felt like some
locksmith
shade.
company out there too. Locks and Picks, you know what I'm saying? You can also catch me on Off Xperience Pod everywhere, audio and on YouTube, y'all. Thank you so much
Yo,
for having us.
and one more thing too. I want to shout out our camera guy, man. Will,
Yeah.
appreciate
Shout
you,
out to
kid.
Will,
you know
y'all.
what I mean? Like, you ain't know.
Yeah,
So
bro.
yeah, we get into there.
Yeah, man. Listen, thank you to all the viewers. Follow us on Instagram, Off Xperience Podcast,
Let's
the
go.
Dash Group Chat Podcast. This is a collab for
Let's
the
go.
ages. 2025 is around the corner. This is all peace, blessing, love to everyone.
Yeah, live, love, prosper.